Now theorem of angle between tangent and secant. This is a tangent and you know what is a secant. If I pass this line through the circle, then it is known as secant. That is this way. If it is extended below also, it will be a secant. So the angle between the tangent and the secant. Now if an angle, now this is angle ABC. If the angle ABC has its vertex on the circle, so the vertex B is on the circle, and it's one side touches the circle in one more point, then the measure of the angle, that is this angle, measure of this angle is half the measure of arc ADB. तो theorem of angle between tangent and secant का मतलब कि ये tangent है और ये secant है, तो इसके जो angle बीच में है एंगल ए बी सी, दैट इज एंगल ए बी सी कितना रहेगा, ए डी बी का, आर्क ए डी बी का आधा रहेगा. सो ये प्रूव करने का है. सो लेट एंगल ए बी सी बी एन एंगल वेयर वर्टेक्स बी लाइज ऑन अ सर्कल विथ सेंटर एम, इट्स साइड बी सी टचेस द सर्कल at B and the side BA intersects the circle at the point A, and arc ADB is intercepted. So arc ADB is intercepted by the angle ABC. We have to prove that this angle ABC is half the intercepted arc, measure of arc ADB. Now in this there are three cases. Either the center M lies in one of the arm of the angle ABC, or M lies in the exterior of angle ABC, or the third one is when center M lies in the interior of triangle of angle ABC. So first one we will solve just now, where the center M lies in one of the arm of angle ABC. So center M lies on the arm BA of angle ABC. Now angle ABC is equal to angle MBC, that is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because this is a tangent and MB is the radius. So angle ABC or angle MBC is equal to 90 degree. Reason what you'll write, let this be one tangent theorem. Now measure arc ADB. Measure arc ADB is equal to how much? 180 degree, because this is a semicircle, as it is a semicircle. So measure arc ADB is a semicircle. You can write this way if you want. Arc ADB is a semicircle. So what is the measurement of arc semicircle? It is always equal to 180 degree. Let this be 2. So from 1 and 2, what do we observe? That this is 90 degree, this is 180 degree. So this is half of this. 90 degree is half of 180 degree. So from 1 and 2, angle ABC is equal to what? Half of measure arc ADB. So the first case, when the center M lies in one of the arm of angle ABC, is already proved. So we get it that 90 degree is half of 180 degree. Therefore angle ABC is half of measure arc ADB. Now second case, when the center M is exterior to angle ABC. In this you have to join MB and MA. So construction, draw radii MA and MB. Now center M lies in the exterior of triangle angle ABC, and angle MBC is equal to 90 degree. Why? Because MB is a radius and BC is a tangent. Therefore by tangent theorem, that is equal to 90 degree. Now segment MB is equal to segment MA. Segment MB is congruent to segment MA. Why? Radii of the same circle. They are both radii of the same circle. So let us take this two angle. These two sides are equal. Therefore these two angles are also equal. Therefore angle MBA is congruent to angle MAB. Reason what you'll write? Isosceles triangle theorem. Isosceles triangle theorem. Let angle MBA be equal to angle MAB. MAB be equal to X, and let us take, so we have taken this two angle as X, and let us take this angle ABC be equal to Y. Angle ABC be equal to Y. Now in triangle MAB, sum of the angles of a triangle is 180. Therefore, angle MBA plus angle MAB plus angle AMB is equal to 180 degree. Now instead of MBA and MAB, I will take X. So let us take this both angle as X. So we will get what? X plus X. So X plus angle AMB is equal to 180 degree. Therefore angle AMB will be equal to what? 180 degree, and take this 2x on the other side, that is minus 2x. So that is angle AMB. Now what is angle MBC made up of? Angle MBC is made up of two angles, that is MBA and ABC. So angle MBC is made up of two angles, that is MBA, this angle and this angle, that is this angle and this angle. So angle MBA plus angle ABC. Now from 1 we have got MBC is equal to how much? 90 degree. So 90 degree is equal to MBA is equal to how much? X, and ABC is equal to what? Y. X plus Y. Now multiply both the side by 2. So what you will get? Multiply both the side by 2. So what you will get? Therefore 2x plus 2y will be 2 into 90 will be how much? 180 degree. Now in triangle AMB, angle ABC, not angle ABC, angle MBA plus angle MAB plus angle AMB is equal to 180 degree. That is x plus x is equal to how much? 2x plus angle AMB is equal to 180 degree. Therefore 2x plus angle AMB is equal to, instead of 180, what you'll write? 2x plus 2y is equal to 2x plus 2y. 2x and 2x will get eliminated. So what you will get? Angle, or write 2y first over here. 2y is equal to angle AMB. Therefore, I'll just rub off this. Therefore, y is equal to half of angle AMB. Now what is y? Y is equal to angle ABC. Therefore, angle ABC is equal to half angle AMB. Now AMB is a central angle. Why? M is a center, so angle AMB is a central angle. So what is the measure of the minor arc ADB? So what is the measure of the arc ADB? That is minor arc. This is a minor arc. We have studied in the beginning. Measure of the minor arc is always equal to the central angle. So AMB. So angle ABC is equal to half. Instead of angle AMB, you will write the minor arc, because both the minor arc and the central angle is always equal. So instead of the central angle AMB, you will write the minor arc ADB. Measure arc ADB. So this is what you had to prove. Angle ABC is equal to half of measure arc ADB. Now when the center M is in the interior of angle ABC, how to prove that? So given and to prove is same only. Now prove ray BE is the opposite ray of BC. So ray BE is the opposite ray of ray BC. Now angle ABE, that is this angle ABE is equal to half of measure arc AFB. So angle ABE is equal to half of measure arc AFB. Arc AFB from proved in 2 मीन इसका मतलब क्या है? proved in 2 का मतलब अपन जो सेकेंड केस प्रूव किया था उसमें क्या था? पॉइंट एम्स जो सेंटर था वो एक्सटीरियर में था, एक्सटीरियर ऑफ एंगल ABC. तो अगर मैंने ये एंगल लिया तो ये पॉइंट M जो सेंटर है इट कम्स इन द एक्सटीरियर ऑफ एंगल ABE. सो वी हैड प्रूव्ड दैट एंगल ABE इज इक्वल टू हाफ ऑफ आर्क AFB. तो सेकेंड में ऑलरेडी प्रूव कर चुका है कि दिस एंगल इज हाफ ऑफ मेजर आर्क AFB. सेकेंड में क्या प्रूव क्या था? सेंटर M ये एंगल का एक्सटीरियर में आता है. सो दैट इज व्हाट दे हैव रिटन. एंगल ABE इज इक्वल टू हाफ ऑफ मेजर आर्क AFB विच वी हैव प्रूव्ड इन द सेकेंड केस. Now ABE. Now we don't need ABE, we don't need ABE, we need ABC. So to make that ABE into ABC, now we know that this is a 180 degree, that this angle and this angle are linear pair. तो ये दोनों एंगल लीनियर पेयर है. लीनियर पेयर का मेजरमेंट कितना है? 180 है. तो अगर मैंने 180 में से एंगल ABC निकाल दिया तो मुझे क्या मिलेगा? ABE. सो 180 में से एंगल ABC निकाला तो मुझे एंगल ABE मिलेगा. सो इन ऑर्डर टू गेट एंगल ABE, इफ आई सब्ट्रैक्ट 180 माइनस एंगल ABC, आई विल गेट एंगल ABE. Why we are doing this? Because we don't need angle ABE, we need angle ABC. That is equal to measure arc AFB. Rest all will remain same only. That is linear pair. Now we have converted angle ABE into angle ABC. Similarly, we don't need AFB. AFB का ज़रूरत नहीं है. AFB. This we don't need. We need what? ADB. So this complete circle is how much? 360. Out of this 360, if I subtract ADB, what I'll get? AFB. So half 360, this half, in order to get AFB from 360, I'll subtract measure arc ADB. Arc ADB. In order to remove ABE, we subtracted 180 minus angle ABC, so we got angle ABC. And in order to get AFB from 360, I subtracted arc ADB. So now I have got ADB as well as angle ABC. So 180 minus angle ABC, 180 degree minus angle ABC is equal to half of 360 is how much? 180. Minus, take this half inside, you'll get half measure arc ADB. Now 180 and 180 will get eliminated. So what you'll get? Minus angle ABC is equal to minus half measure arc ADB. Minus and minus will get eliminated. So you'll get angle ABC is equal to half measure arc ADB. So we have to use this part. Why? Because we have already proved in the second part, if the center M is in the exterior of this angle, then this angle will be half of measure arc AFB. But we don't need AFB, so in order to remove, we don't need ABE, so in order to remove ABE, what we did? We took 180 minus angle ABC. So 180 minus angle ABC. Here it is 180 minus angle ABC. So ABE will go away. In that place we have got now ABC. Similarly, in order to remove AFB, what I did, I took the full circle. How much it is? 360 minus ADB. So 360 minus arc ADB. So AFB also went away and angle ABE also went away. We have got angle ABC and arc ADB. Half of 360 is 180. 180 here, and this is 180 minus angle ABC is equal to half of 360 is 180 minus measure arc ADB. 180 and 180 will get eliminated, not subtracted, eliminated, and what is left? Minus angle ABC is equal to minus half measure arc ADB. Minus and minus will go away, so angle ABC is equal to half of measure arc ADB. Now converse of theorem of the angle between tangent and secant. What is this theorem? A line is drawn from one end point of a chord. So let us take this is a chord PQ. From one end of the chord, if I draw a line, if one end of the chord of a circle, if the angle between the chord and the line is half the measure, so if this is half, let us take this as t. So if PQT is half of measure arc PUQ. So if this angle is half of measure arc PUQ, then TR, then this TQ should be the tangent of the circle. So the TR should be tangent of the circle. So in the previous what we had proved that if this is a tangent and a secant is drawn, then this angle is half of this arc. In converse, if this angle is half of this arc, then TR should be tangent to the circle. So that is what we have to prove now. So let us assume this is an indirect proof. So what is given over here? Angle PQR is half of measure arc PSQ, or you can take the other way around also. PQT is half of measure arc PUQ. Any one you can take to prove that line TR is a tangent to the circle. So let us suppose that line TR is not a tangent to the circle. Another line MN is a tangent to the circle at point Q, and take a point A and join PA and PQ. So what we will get? Angle PQN. Angle PQN is equal to half of measure arc PSQ. Reason what you'll write down? Angle between tangent and secant. Angle between tangent and secant. Between tangent and secant theorem, or theorem of angle between tangent and secant. But they have already given that PQR angle, but angle PQR is equal to half of measure arc. What it is? Half of measure arc PSQ. PSQ. Let this be 1 and let this be 2. This is what given. Now from 1 and 2, both are equal to half of measure arc PSQ. Even this is half of measure arc PSQ. Even this is half of measure arc PSQ. Therefore, both of them should be equal. Therefore, angle PQN should be congruent to angle PQR. But angle PQN is not equal to angle PQR. This over here you write down reason from 1 and 2. Now why they are not equal? If you see, point R is interior, is inside the angle PQN. So this is PQN and this is PQR. So angle PQN is bigger than angle PQR. So the both cannot be equal. So this is bigger and this is smaller. Why? Because R is inside PQN. So both cannot be equal. What you'll write as point R is in the interior of angle PQN. Therefore, our assumption is wrong. What was our assumption? That TR is not the tangent of the circle. So our assumption is wrong. So what was the assumption? That TR is not a tangent to the circle. Therefore, TR, line TR is the tangent to the circle. Now, previously we had proved that this angle and this angle both are equal. This inscribed angle PAQ and angle PQR should be equal. Why? Because they are both intercepted in the same arc PSQ. Now, just now we had proved that if there is a secant and a tangent, then the angle between them, that is angle ABC, will be equal to how much? Half of measure arc. Which arc? This arc. Half of measure arc ADB. Arc ADB. Reason what it is? Angle between tangent and secant. Tangent and secant. So this angle, that is angle between the secant and the tangent, is always equal to half of the measure arc which is intercepted by it. Now supposing if I remove this secant from here, so the diagram will look something like that. The secant I have not drawn over here. So we have studied this also, that this angle, that is angle AEB, is an inscribed angle. Angle AEB is half of the arc intercepted by it. That is, it is angle AEB is equal to half of measure arc ADB. So angle AEB is equal to half of measure arc ADB. Reason what it is over here? Inscribed angle theorem. Angle theorem. So that means from these two angles, what do we come to know? That the angle between the secant and the tangent is always equal to this angle. So this angle and this angle is always equal. If this is 70 degree, this will also be 70 degree. Therefore, angle AEB is congruent to angle ABC. What is this theorem known as? The theorem is known as angles in the alternate segment, angles of the alternate segment. What is the meaning of this? That one angle is on this side and one angle is on this side. If I draw a circle and I draw a chord or a secant, then it divides the circle into two segments. This whole area is known as segment. So this is segment, major segment, and this is the minor segment. तो जो अंदर के पार्ट, जो एरिया पार्ट है, अगर कॉर्ड दो एरिया को दो पार्ट में डिवाइड करते हैं तो ये दोनों पार्ट को सेगमेंट बोलता है. ये ऊपर वाला एक सेगमेंट है और दूसरा वाला नीचे वाला सेगमेंट है. तो ये एंगल जो एक सेगमेंट में है और दूसरा एंगल जो दूसरा सेगमेंट में है, जो कॉर्ड ए बी डिवाइड किया है, वो दोनों भी इक्वल रहेगा. सो दैट इज नोन एज एंगल्स इन द ऑल्टरनेट सेगमेंट. Now theorem of external division of chords. So if two chords, that is AB and CD, which is there in line AE and CE, both intersect externally at the point E, then AE into BE is equal to CE into DE. So externally it is this way, AE into BE and CE into DE. That we have to prove. So construction, join this A and D and B and C. Now construction, proof in triangle. This is an activity based sum. You have to fill up the boxes. Now in triangle ADE, if I don't draw this, then ADE. So this triangle and the other triangle is this. If I don't take this, the other triangle will be CBE, this triangle. So in these two triangles, this angle is common to both of them. Angle AEC, AED is congruent to angle BEC. Angle BEC. Remember the name of the triangle BEC and angle AED. Angle DAE is congruent to angle BCE this way. Angle DAE is intercepted in this arc, and angle BCE that is also intercepted in the same arc. So both this angle should be congruent to each other because they are inscribed, angles inscribed in the same arc. Therefore triangle ADE is similar to triangle. With A you will have C, and E is common, so CDE. CBE, not CDE, CBE. So these two triangles are similar to each other. ADE is similar to triangle CBE. Why? By AA test of similarity. AA test of similarity. AA test of similarity. Next, therefore, take the corresponding sides. AE upon CE is equal to, we have to take this only, AE upon CE is equal to BE, DE. DE upon, with DE you will get BE upon BE. I'll repeat once more. AE upon CE is equal to DE, that is this one, DE into BE. If you get confused, write down all the three corresponding sides. What you'll get, AD upon ACB is equal to DE upon BE. BE is equal to AE upon CE. AE upon CE. So if you get confused which two sides, proportional sides you have to take, write down all the three sides, and according to the proof, AE and BE we needed. AE and BE. So this two we need, so that two you will write over here. AE upon CE, AE upon CE is equal to DE upon BE. So if you get confused, write down all the three proportional sides and see the proof, what we have to prove, AE, BE, CE, DE. So select only those two proportional sides and you can put the values over here. Now cross multiply this. So AE into BE, AE into BE is equal to CE into DE. So that's what we had to prove it. Now theorem tangent secant segment theorem. Now this is the last theorem of your syllabus in geometry. After this you won't be having any theorem and proof, only solving the sums and all. So this is the last theorem of this syllabus. So tangent secant segment theorem. So one is tangent and the other one is secant. So if E is the intersection, E is the exterior point of a circle, and a secant through E intersects the circle at point A and B, and a tangent through E touches the circle at the point T. I'll repeat once more. E is in the exterior of the circle, and through E a secant passes and touches the circle at point A and B, and through E a tangent also passes which touches the circle at the point T, and we have to prove that EA into EB is equal to ET square. So this is a theorem, tangent secant segment theorem. Now construction, draw whatever I have shown in the red color, draw AT and BT. Now in triangle EAT, in triangle EAT and a triangle ETB, ETB. Now this angle is common to both of them, that is AET and BET. So angle AET is congruent to angle BET. Reason what you'll write? Common angle. Then this angle and this angle is congruent. This angle ABT is intercepted in the inscribed angle ABT intercepts this arc AT, and ATE also is half of measure arc AT. I'll repeat once more. Angle ABT is an inscribed angle and it intercepts the arc AT. So this angle is half of arc AT, and this also, this angle, this is a tangent and this is a secant. So angle between them, angle between tangent and secant is equal to what? Half of arc AT. So both are having half of measure arc AT, therefore this angle and this angle will be equal. Therefore angle ATE is congruent to angle EBT. EBT. Reason what you'll write? Angle between, theorem of angle between tangent and secant. Between tangent and secant. Therefore, the two triangles are similar to each other. We have got two angles congruent, therefore the two triangles are similar to each other. Therefore, triangle EAT is similar to triangle ETB. Triangle EAT is similar to triangle ETB. Therefore, by which test? By AA test of similarity. Therefore, EA upon ET is equal to AT upon TB is equal to ET upon EB. Corresponding sides of a similar triangle. Now we need only this two, EA upon ET and ET upon EB. Therefore, EA upon ET is equal to ET upon EB. Now cross multiply. What you will get? EA into EB is equal to ET into ET will be what? ET square. So that's what we had to prove. EA into EB is equal to ET square. Now next theorem, theorem of internal division of chord. Supposing if two chords, what is the meaning of this theorem? Supposing if two chords AB and CD intersect internally in the circle, then the product of the one chord, that is AE into BE, will be equal to the product of the other chord, that is CE into DE. So the meaning of this is if two chords intersect internally, then AE into BE should be equal to CE into DE. So that is what we have to prove. Now chord AB and chord CD of the circle with center P intersect at the point E. So center is P and both the chord intersect at the point E. We have to show that AE into BE is equal to CE into ED. Now angle CAB, angle CAB is congruent to angle CDB. Reason what you'll write? This angle and this angle are congruent. Why? This CAB is intercepted, this angle intercepts the arc BC, and CDB also intercepts the same arc BC. Therefore, this angle is equal to this angle because angles inscribed in the same arc, angles inscribed in the same arc are congruent. So angle inscribed in the same arc are always congruent. So instead of taking now CAB, I'll take only up to E. So that is angle CAB. Instead of B, I'll take only up till E. E is congruent to angle CDB. So instead of C, I'll take E. CDB दिया था, CDB के बदले मैं C के से शुरुआत करने के बदले मैं E से शुरुआत करेगी. एंगल EDB. Let this be 1. Now we will take this two triangle. In triangle this and in triangle this. So in triangle CAE and a triangle BDE. One angle we have already proved, that CAE is equal to EDB from 1. So angle CAE is congruent to angle EDB from 1. Second angle is vertically opposite angle, that is this angle and this angle is congruent to each other. Angle CEA is congruent to angle DEB. Reason what you'll write? Vertically opposite angle. Vertically opposite angle. Therefore, the two triangles, triangle CAE is similar to triangle BDE. For similarity, two angles are sufficient. So what you'll write over here? By AA test of similarity. Similarity. Therefore, CA upon BD should be equal to AE upon DE should be equal to CE upon BE. Corresponding sides of similar triangle. Now which we need, that only you will take AE and EB. So this we will take and this too we will take. Therefore, AE upon DE is equal to CE upon BE. Now cross multiply. Therefore, AE into BE is equal to CE into DE. So that is what we had to prove. AE into BE is equal to CE into DE. You can write this the way we have written in the to prove, that is AE into EB, that is AE into EB is equal to CE into ED, CE into ED.